What's going on, Slot Car family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This is MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing great. Because you know why? Today we're going to lap those two vintage cars sent to me by Jim Cunningham. We unboxed them a few videos ago. I'll link it over here. I think it's this corner. To that unboxing of those two amazing vintage scratch-built slot cars sent to me by Jim Cunningham. Today we're going to run them. So what we're going to do now is upload them into my Smart Race app. We're going to send each of them around the track to get a lap time to see where they would place on the leaderboard. Now I have ran both these cars just kind of to get a feel for them. One of them, the Hawk, runs great. The Ascari is a little bit more finicky, a lot more driving is involved to get that thing not to spin, but they're both very, very fun cars to drive. The Ascari just took a little bit more tuning with the controller. Let's touch on that quickly. Right behind me. So, for those of you curious, this is the controller I run when running analog on my track using the Allen slot box, and when I run at the club, it's the same controller that I use. It's a Difalco, and I have to say I'm very happy with it. It has the adjustable sensitivity for the throttle, and the brakes, very, very good. Highly recommend this controller, very happy with it. I've been using it now for about a year at the club, and now since I had the Omni slot box, this is what I've been using on my track. Very happy with it. Now, this is what I mean. I had to play with this a lot more to get the Ascari to run on my track a little bit better. The Bronner, or the Hawk over here, out of the box, so to speak, it ran great. It has a much wider wheelbase than the Ascari, so it just hugs the track, and it, out of the box, it ran really good. Ran really good. So there wasn't much to do to get this thing to run. I literally put it on the track and it was good to go. I didn't have to play with any tuning or nothing. It just ran really good. The Ascari, on the other hand, took a lot more tweaking just to get it to do laps around my track without spinning out. And that's something I'm not used to here, because these pin guides, it's not like traditional guides on the Carrera cars and other slot cars where it's a actual guide flag. I'm not used to these pin guides. I mean, I guess it's like the Carrera Go cars, but I'm just not used to it. So when you come around the corner, if you spin, which this car was doing a lot on some of the corners on my track, you would have to go set it back up to get going again. So that's what I was trying to correct with the throttle sensitivity and the braking sensitivity on this car. It was a lot more finicky, but that's part of the fun and part of the process of getting these kind of cars around your track the quickest way possible. So that being said, we're going to input both these cars into my Smart Race app finally, and we're going to run some laps to see what kind of times we can achieve with these two beauties sent to me by Jim Cunningham. So without further ado, let's get to that. And unfortunately, we're right at the bottom of the barrel with a 7.7, but I do think there is room for improvement. Onto the Bronner now. I expect this car to trouble the top three. It's been hooked up really well, but let's find out exactly where it places. And just as I expected, top three with a 6.484. fast car, hooked up very well, and I had to run it again for another 7 laps, and I improved to a 6.301, putting it second. Look how close it is to that 124 scale Ford GT40. It's right there with it. I think I could get P1 with this car, and we're gonna have to try. I also did improve with the Ferrari in a 7-lap run to a 6.324 from a 6.7. Again, I think there is more in it though. But I'm gonna keep these cars just a little bit longer before sending them back to Jim. I wanna kind of try to tweak them a bit more to see how much more I can extract. I'm pretty sure I could get this Bronner up to P1. That's without a doubt, because it's already so close. But the Ferrari, my goal is to get it a little bit higher up. I think in the top 5, it's possible. I just need some more practice, basically, and a little bit more tweaking maybe with the throttle and all that stuff. So I'm gonna do a couple more practice sessions, so to speak, with these cars, and we'll touch base in a couple of days when I'll make another video with the final result. But this was the first run. I think they did very good. They're both very fun to drive. Both drive totally different, and it's just awesome. Again, these cars are just, they look phenomenal, and very happy, very fortunate that I was given the opportunity to quote unquote rent these 2 cars. Awesome stuff. So that's gonna wrap up this video here, and I hope you enjoyed it. This has been MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo. Keep your guide in the slot, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care. Ciao.